Live, are you ready? We're live right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I normally do. I have got Richard, right?
Yes.
Richard, and I've got Salomon from Grupo 24 Hour. Yeah, 24 Hora.
Hola. How you guys doing?
Okay, so you two are part of an AA group,
Yes.
but like it's a little bit different than your typical AA group.
Yes.
I would love for you to know we're just coming out of Labor Day weekend. I'm sure a lot of people had a lot of fun, and I'm sure that there's right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that either you have an addiction to something. It could be any kind of addiction, or you know of somebody who's really struggling and you've watched them start to just change and they're not the same person anymore. These two gentlemen have been through the fire and they've come out the other side looking pretty good, I would say, after being burnt like that. But I would love for you to kind of about if people out there and they needed some help, what you guys offer and what's coming up.
Okay.
Hit them.
Well,
Take
my
it
name
away.
is Richard, and I'm alcoholic, and yeah, a little bit about men and women, and it's completely free. That's one thing that kind of caught me off guard when I got to the group. That they told me, obviously, when I was in the group, like, it was hard for me to accept that I had a problem. It was hard for me to accept the help. And then I get to the group, and obviously, like when I first get there, it's just sit and be about yourself, where you lived, what have you been through. You know, trying to open up to the people there in the group, like how you were. It was hard. It was hard. I was like, man, it's just like boring.
Tell
like,
the truth.
Yeah. I gotta tell them I did this. I gotta say I did that. You know, like you know, and it was hard for me because I was the type of person that I was very like private. You know, I kept to myself. Anything.
The bad things you did, you were definitely not going to share that.
Exactly. I would like hold all that.
You don't do hood things like that little guy.
Yeah, I would hold all that in, and obviously I found out during being me holding all those emotions in would take me to drink, would take me to go use drugs, you know. And me being at the group, like at first, like I said, it wasn't easy, but then with time, like the time started passing by, and then like after a while, you know, it's like kind of like it's not always meetings sitting there. It's after a while, like I started going to services, you know. Thanks for me being in the group. I went to a service to Chicago. I was twice actually. Now I've been to Chicago twice now, and honestly, me coming to the group, I never thought I was gonna go to Chicago. Never even crossed my mind. But me being there and getting myself in recovery, like you know, okay, well, you know, there's also other groups in Chicago, LA, Seattle, Denver. There's groups all over the U.S. And for me being there, like me going, basically it's a type of service that shows you like it's not always about, you know, you don't need drugs and alcohol to go somewhere else and have fun. You know, like to those services that we do in Chicago. So it's not always about, you know, just sitting there. You know, obviously at first it is. For me it was. But with time now, you know, I feel a lot better. Completely different, you know. It's a whole complete different environment because a lot of times if you want to stop using and stop drinking and you stay in the same environment and you keep with the same people, you're eventually going to go back to the same thing. And that's one thing they showed me there, that you have to change all that, where you come from, who you used to hang around with. And me being in a group, it's a whole different environment. Everybody's there for the same reason, trying to stay sober, and that's to this day has helped to this day. So I really appreciate you guys know somebody that's going through the same thing, that just can't stop. They don't know how to, or they don't know.
You're gonna lose your friendship with them. You're being a real good friend by doing this because they're gonna die.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. It gets to the point that people overdose or anything like that, and you know, and we're not telling them, like, you know what, get some help. You know, it gets to that point. If you got a person that needs that, you know, like who cares? Like she said, like if they get mad, tell them, because it gets worse. And if you guys know somebody, you can call us at 509-454-0295, or you can come visit us at 805 West Washington Avenue here in Yakima. And it's a group for men and women, and our services are completely free.
Woo! I love it. All right, now that Richard has broken down all the business, the one and only Salomon with fake new hair. Welcome back, sir.
That's all thanks to the group too.
Oh, did they do your hair for you?
Yeah, they actually did it
Oh,
there at
that's
the group.
cool.
Right
Very,
there.
very nice.
She called it the grandmother group. She
The,
did it
the
for
grandmother group.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and yeah, well, I just want to thank you for having us here and giving us this opportunity to pass the message because coming to the group I've gotten incredible things like this. I've never thought I'd be at the radio station with 107.3, which I really want to thank you, Sarah,
Well,
for
thank
having us
you.
here.
Thank you
And-
for being persistent. He calls and I'm all, not this week, and then he'll call me again. So that's a big
I'm
deal.
tenacious.
You are. You need to be tenacious.
And so one thing that I heard Richard talking about was the services that we have, which there's also a service, like one major one that they do once per year in Mexico. And so usually they take somebody from the group there too. And that's really cool. I've never been to Mexico and I'm hoping to go this upcoming year. And that's something that I'm really looking forward to. But aside from that, me and Richard are like, we live there in the group. We're there 24 hours a day. There's also people that come outside in that really need the help. And that's a whole different battle. You know, we have I guess, and too, but there's people that have a life going on outside that, you know, they need to maintain their kids, they need to maintain cars, houses, whatever, and they have this addiction and they try and find a way, and in the group they find that we're open 24 hours a day, so whenever you need a meeting, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 7 o'clock at night, whenever you need one,
They're there.
we're available, and we're definitely available for anybody to come by. And it's a whole different battle being out there. You know, you have the constantly off the ability to go drink whenever you want.
And we live in a place where you can get pretty much anything you want.
definitely.
Really, I mean, we're a little spoiled in Yakima because you could get stuff really, really fast here.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it's not something,
Yeah, it's like Disneyland for.
but it is, unfortunately.
for
We should be
addicts.
telling you, come to Yakima, we'll get you anything.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
The
Don't
Palm
do that.
Springs of Washington.
We offer so much more than fruit.
And well, in the group, I've been able to find a lot within myself too. Doing this stuff, I used to get really nervous. I'm a really timid person, really shy. And so I went to a service last week. Yeah, I think it was last week. And I was actually able to speak to people with the microphone and tell them about my history with drugs and alcohol, things that I've gone through. Yesterday, we went out to people. Some people don't want to take them.
Right.
You just learn how to say, okay, you know, wish them a good day anyways.
Not take offense to it.
Yeah. It's nothing personal. They don't even know me.
It's true.
But-
Yeah, it's not a knock against you.
Yeah, and so things like that I never got to experience before that I'm getting to live now with the group. I never dreamed of walking out with my hair like this. You know?
And now look at you flying.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Yeah,
been like, whatever.
yeah,
Aw.
as long as I feel good, and that's
Yeah.
something that the group's really giving me, and they're helping me realize that it's I've been a person that always takes value from other people. I value myself on what other people value me as, and I'm learning to find value within myself. And the group's really helped me find a self-esteem for myself, find a value in myself, and really try and go off that. And I thank the group a lot for that. And it's been rough. It's been a rough time
Yeah.
being there.
It's not the easiest all the time.
Yeah, because it's a mental battle more than anything. You have all the common that you need, like you have a shower, you have somewhere to eat, you have somewhere to take a nap, everything.
Right.
Like all day you're there,
Yeah.
and you don't have to worry about bills. First time I got my visit, mom was like, "Why do you want to leave?"
Yeah, you don't have to pay for
Yeah,
anything.
she's like, "You don't have to pay for anything. You're just gonna go back to jail out there. You're not gonna do anything." And so I mean, seeing that, it's a sad reality that I'm living out there.
Yeah.
I really.
And your family to already be like, you're just gonna fall back into it.
Yeah.
And that would be a hard thing to hear for your
Yeah.
family. But you showed them that's what you do all the time, so
Yeah.
you can't take offense to it.
Yeah.
This is where we're at.
Yeah, and so you have to accept a lot of things in the group too. You have to come and accept the reality that you used to live, you're a part of. And so, I mean, I'm just thankful that the group's been able to be my new backbone, help me out with things
107.3
like that.
KFFM. If you are struggling right now, 972-1073. I got some people in here. Truth hurts,
Yeah.
but let's get it through
Yeah.
together. Okay. I just
One thing that I've thinking about a lot too is a lot of those nights that you don't remember, a lot of those embarrassing moments that you have to be told about. That
yeah,
stuff's
the
not happening.
blackouts.
Yeah, the hanging over, hungover,
Yeah.
waking up like that. And so,
Yeah.
I mean, Nowadays, I don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. I don't have to worry about money.
Running into people and hearing the stories of the
Any more
things that you
drugs
didn't
and
even know you
stuff.
did.
Yeah.
Oh man,
So all
that's
that
gotta
work
feel
stuff,
good.
Yeah, it feels way better.
Yeah.
Waking up in jail.
So if you don't mind, I know you've lived with the group for a while. Like, what's the game plan on just like, do you guys have a plan for people like that are in your situation where they've totally moved in, they don't like are moving forward jobs and getting your own place, or just like when you're comfortable, that's when you.
Yeah, definitely. So we get a sponsor, and they're the ones that guide us through this process.
Okay.
And so when they're guiding us through it, first and foremost, you just want to accept that you're an alcoholic. You know?
Okay.
That you have the necessity
Admit
to be
it
a part of the
and-
group. Yeah.
Mhm.
Be there, and then usually for everybody it's different. There's
Right.
some people that move a lot quicker. Some
Right,
take a
right.
lot longer. It
Right.
all depends on you, like they willing to accept things.
Mhm.
And the process is eventually to get you out back to being a functioning member of
Right.
society. That's always the game plan.
Mhm.
To get out and be an independent person, no longer having to be codependent on somebody else, you know, for
Right.
drugs or alcohol or anything.
Mhm.
Learn how to become a better father. My personal case
Yeah.
is one of the goals. Getting out, having my own place, my own.
How's it feel?
No, well, yeah, like kind of like it feels good. Honestly,
Yeah.
it does, because right now I got to the group with like a lot of problems, court problems, warrants,
Lots
no
of money.
license.
Yeah.
I had my license from California when I moved to Seattle. Federal way, I moved to Federal way first. I had my license, my California license 4 months after I got DUI.
Oh.
And ever since then,
It's just
2009 until barely now, so you can say 10 years later, I finally got my
Dang.
license when I got to the group. Yeah. 'Cause that
Don't
whole-
drink and drive.
Yeah, because that whole time I didn't do anything to try to like get it back.
Oh, okay.
I just kept doing I just kept drinking.
Living your life.
Yeah, using and didn't put no effort into trying to get it back.
Right.
So I
right.
never did it because I was my first.
And you didn't even know where to start, probably.
Yeah, exactly. And then my first thought would always be like just drinking.
Yeah.
You know, drinking, like all the money I would have to pay a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that money I had to spend on. I was like, no, I could use it for me and get more alcohol or get more drugs or whatever.
Right. Right.
But see, that's the thing. And now me being the I'm paying off I got my license back. Actually, just today, I got my actual card today in the mail, and I was excited. I was like, I finally got my license. Like,
After all these
yeah,
years.
exactly. Like, honestly, I never came to the group with that intention, like to, you know, I think
Oh.
that all this right now that's happening
Yeah.
to me was gonna happen. But
All the hard work is
yeah,
starting to pay off.
Exactly, you know, and that's why I'm so thankful for that. My family brought me to the group because honestly, I didn't want to go in there. I don't want to go.
Yeah, how I would love to know. Was it your family that was
Yeah.
like, enough, Richard?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 'cause actually, it was my mom
Uh-huh.
because for me, like my way I was drinking and using, like
Yeah.
my daughter's mom left me
Oh.
because she made this you like
Doing anything in your life.
You're not changing. You're not doing anything to change.
Yeah.
And at the end, it was just like I was just like stuck in this hole. I was just drinking,
Mm.
you know, stuck in this like.
Yeah.
this-
You were
it was
pretending like it wasn't that
Yeah.
bad.
And I still didn't want to say that I had a problem.
Right.
And then my family was like, you know what,
You do.
you're doing bad, like. And they brought me to this group. They brought me all the way from Federal Way
Oh
to
wow.
Yakima,
Wow.
and I'm thankful now. At first I was like, man, that's messed up. They
You didn't
brought
try
me
to
all
run away?
No, well, I
They caught you and brought you back.
No, the first days I was there, like I wanted to leave. I was like,
Yeah.
I want to be here. I don't want to be here.
Oh, no problem.
But thanks. But for whatever reason, you know, I stayed there, and to now I'm thankful. At first, obviously, I wasn't. I was like mad, like they bring me here. But now I'm thankful that they
Oh,
did
I love it.
because it's a whole completely different. You know, I don't wake up with those hangovers. I don't wake up with those headaches, throwing up. Like before, I used to wake up like with shakes. You know, like in the
Yeah,
morning
and have to
drinking
drink
something.
to get
Yeah,
the shakes.
exactly.
And-
And up. And a lot of times my daughter, like she would be there with me, and she would see that too. You know, she would see how I was sick, and I didn't even realize that. Like, you know,
You
my
think
daughter
about
seeing me.
that.
Yeah, I think I was just stuck in that world of just drinking and using, and like nothing else matters. And until I got to the group, I started realizing all that life I was living. My sponsors helping me with that. I'm working now. I'm making like a little bit of money to, you know, stay working my license. I'm gonna get my license.
Yeah.
My permit now too. Like my plan is to bring my daughter out here
Oh, I
to
love it.
Yakima with me to live with me now, and you know, and the next step is the car and everything else, and then
Yeah.
little by little, all
Baby
that
steps.
stuff, all that for me, staying in the group, giving myself a chance, and staying sober, and just sitting there in the group, the first one, like first few, and it's very like for me, it's very like it's a blessing. It's a blessing, honestly. So that's why we do these kind of services to let people know there's a place too. If they're in a situation that they feel like they're alone, they can't no more. They feel like everybody's against them. Cause I felt, you know,
Yeah,
like at the
yeah.
end, like, everybody's me. There's a group that can help them out and take them out of that hole. You know,
And they've
because-
been there
yeah,
too.
exactly. So if
I
you guys
love
know
it.
somebody, you call us at 509-445-0295, or you come visit us at 805 West Washington Avenue here in Yakima.
Okay. Don't sleep. We're about to go live on the air. Bye.